ever watched The Empire Strikes Back and thought, wait a minute, how did Vader know he was Luke's father? The classic line, "I am your father," is delivered with such certainty, as if he's known it all along. But Luke's absolute shock tells us this is the first time he's ever heard it. It's one of cinema's greatest twists. But what if it's more than just a twist? What if it's the result of a time loop, a paradox created by the Force itself? Let's dive into this theory. To understand this, we need to go back to the original trilogy. In A New Hope, Obi-Wan Kenobi tells Luke that his father, Anakin Skywalker, was a great Jedi Knight who was betrayed and murdered by Darth Vader. This is what Luke believes. This is what everyone, except a select few, believes. Even Vader, at this point, seems to believe it. He refers to his old master, Obi-Wan, and hunts down the pilot who destroyed the Death Star. But there's no indication he knows this pilot is his son. He just knows he's strong with the Force. In the original screenplay drafts for The Empire Strikes Back, Vader wasn't Luke's father. The ghost of Anakin Skywalker was even supposed to appear to Luke and train him. The big reveal was a last-minute change by George Lucas, a stroke of genius that redefined the entire saga. But in the universe of the story, this sudden revelation feels strange. How did Vader find out? The movies never explicitly tell us. The canon explanation, later added in the comics, is that Vader hired Boba Fett to find the pilot who destroyed the Death Star. Fett reports back that the pilot's name is Skywalker. This is the moment Vader connects the dots. Padme was pregnant when he last saw her, and the name Skywalker is the key. But what if there's another, more fascinating explanation? A theory that ties into the very nature of the Force. This is where the time loop comes in. The theory suggests that Vader didn't even know he was Luke's father until the moment he said it. Confusing, right? Let me explain. The key is a Jedi and Sith ability we see later in the prequel and sequel trilogies, the Force vision, or psychometry. This is the power to see the past, present, and possible futures. We see Yoda do it, we see Rey and Kylo Ren do it. The Force transcends time. Now, picture the scene on Cloud City. Luke and Vader are locked in their epic duel. Luke is young, powerful, and full of raw Force potential. Vader is a master of the dark side, deeply connected to the Force in his own twisted way. As Gijich lightsabers clash, their minds and their connection to the Force are also clashing. In that intense moment, Luke's mind is racing. He's thinking about his father, the hero Obi-Wan told him about. He's picturing the brave Jedi Knight, Anakin Skywalker. He's holding on to that image, that belief. According to the time loop theory, as Vader presses his attack, he uses the Force to probe Luke's mind, to find his fears and weaknesses. And what does he find? He finds Luke's deepest held belief, the image of his father, Anakin Skywalker. And in that split second, Vader sees it all. He sees the man he used to be through his son's eyes. The connection is made, not from a bounty hunter's report, but through a direct, psychic link in the heat of battle. He sees Anakin, he sees himself, and he sees the boy in front of him, and he understands. In that instant, a paradox is created. Vader learns the truth from Luke, who only knows the lie told by Obi-Wan. But by seeing Luke's idea of his father, Vader realizes the truth about himself. He then speaks the truth back to Luke. "No, I am your father." This new information shatters Luke's world, creating the future we know, where Luke must confront the fact that his enemy is his father. It's a closed loop. The event causes itself. Vader only knows because he's fighting Luke, and Luke is fighting Vader because he doesn't know. This theory makes Vader's line even more powerful. It's not a pre-planned, manipulative speech. It's a sudden, horrifying realization for Vader himself. Think about his tone. It's heavy, somber, almost burdened. He's not just trying to crush Luke's spirit. He's processing this earth-shattering information himself. He's just realized that the symbol of the rebellion, the person he's been hunting, is his own child. The son, he thought, died with Padme. This changes his motivations entirely. Suddenly, His goal isn't just to defeat a powerful enemy, it's to reclaim his legacy, to recruit his own flesh and blood. Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son. This isn't just a generic evil offer. It's a desperate, spontaneous plea from a man who has just had his entire reality upended. He sees a new path, a way to overthrow the Emperor and create his own dynasty, a path that only became visible seconds before. So, where does this leave the official canon explanation with Boba Fett? Well, the beauty of this time loop theory is that it doesn't necessarily contradict it. You can have both. Perhaps Boba Fett's report planted the seed of suspicion in Vader's mind. He might have thought, Skywalker, could it be? But he wasn't certain it could have been a coincidence. The galaxy is a big place. The final, absolute, undeniable confirmation came in that first charged moment on the Bespin gantry. The instant their minds connected through the Force, all doubt was erased. This idea of a Force-induced time loop or information paradox is very consistent with how the Force is portrayed. Always in motion is the future, Yoda says. The Force isn't a straight line. It's a web of connections, where past, present, and future can touch. We see this in the world between worlds in the animated series Rebels, a mystical plane that exists outside of time and space. We see it with Rey and Kylo Ren's Force bond, where they can interact across vast distances, the Force creating a small, personal time loop to reveal a crucial truth fits perfectly within these established rules. It transforms a simple plot twist into a profound, mystical event. The I am your father moment becomes the linchpin of the entire saga, not just in terms of plot, but in terms of the Force's mysterious will. It suggests the Force itself orchestrated this confrontation to bring the Skywalkers back together, to set in motion the events that would ultimately destroy the Sith and bring balance. It wasn't just a man revealing a secret, it was the Force revealing its own design, using the very conflict between father and son to forge the connection that had been broken for 2 decades. So, next time you watch that iconic scene, look for it. Look at Vader's posture, listen to the weight in James Earl Jones's voice. He's not just a villain delivering a line. He's a man, a father, who in that very moment is struck by a truth so powerful it was sent back in time to him by his own son. It wasn't just a twist. It was a paradox. A time loop. And it's what makes Star Wars, and the Force, so endlessly fascinating. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this theory in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like and subscribe for more.